Is that person Goto Ruji? A voice, laced with curiosity and a hint of apprehension, broke the silence. Japan's S-rank hunter, HM? The question hung in the air, unanswered. Another voice chimed in. Who's that person? Ah, he's a hunter named Sung Jin-Woo, who recently became S-rank, came the reply, offering a brief explanation. An assassin-type hunter, trying to hide that enormous amount of presence is impossible. He must be a pretty talented assassin. A note of grudging respect was present in the tone. A third voice countered. What? That person is a magic-type hunter. Magic-type? There's no way. It's officially confirmed information, came the response, a touch of disbelief coloring the words. Who's that? Another asked, their tone edged with irritation. That's Sung Jin-Woo, the one who disrupted our Minsung stage, a voice declared, recognizing the newcomer. Sung Jin-Woo? No wonder the air seemed to change. But it was from that person. That hunter that just arrived. His career is S-rank hunter. Ishida, don't talk to me, came a sharp interjection. I feel like throwing up from all the S-rankers. Seems like Korea also has someone with a sensitive nose like me, another voice noted, the tone tinged with amusement. Blocking it with a handkerchief should be around a few levels below me. If I suddenly talk to her, will it look like I'm hitting on her? I should have learned some Korean. Is that so? Apparently, this is Korea's top, a voice murmured, a note of dismissive curiosity present. There's no need to see more. I've seen how Goto-san handles raids over your shoulder. It's possible you're not classified as S-rank anymore. That's not always the case, came a quick rebuttal. There seems to be one useful hunter. Was it Cha-Hain? Cha-Hain, Go-Gun-Hee. These two are sufficiently skilled, rivaling our best members. A question was raised, so, translator, what did he just say? Korean hunters aren't good, came the translation, laced with a hint of mischief. Did you think I couldn't understand your Japanese? A voice challenged, a touch of anger in the tone. In high school, that was my second language, of course. Since it's Big Bro Woo. The introduction of a new figure was next. This person here is Gizzard Guild's Guildmaster Boss, Park Young-soo. Park Young-soo, ranked, Gizzard Guildmaster Park Young-soo. First time hearing it, a big bro isn't S-rank, but A rank, so you might not have heard of him. However, our Gizzard is one of Korea's top 5 guilds. We've recruited more rankers than any other guild. Hey, Yoon-tae, enough bragging, a voice interrupted. You're a career A-rank hunter. Are you also participating in the Jeju raid? Ugh, I heard only S-ranks were participating. Hanakawa, what conversation are you having? HM, that's a relief. Big Bro is in the defense group. He's taken the important role of containing Jeju-do. We can't leave a bigger role to an A-rank. Hanakawa, if you're being rude, stop it there. What would a translator that followed someone else all the time know about it? A sharp comment cut through the conversation. Do you want to confirm it? I'm Japan's A-rank hunter, Hanakawa. There's no way you lose to a hunter that only tagged along for translation, right? Hey there, translator. There's a limit to how underestimating you can be. Are you perhaps a non-combat role hunter? Korea and Japan's A-rank hunters dispute. This will be a bit fun. A hint of anticipation was present in the tone. However, let's set the rules. It's better than just fighting head-on. The rules are simple. TS note, you laugh, you lose. Whoever snatches the other person's wrist wins. The person that gets their wrist grab loses. Trying to attack by throwing a fist and then getting caught would be the end. I can't carelessly attack. There's an unexpected mind game implemented into the rules. But is that your ready position? Don't worry. Besides, when I grab your wrists, I won't need to take my hands off. A comment was added. He must be confident in his speed. Okay, let's start. The action began, the air charged with tension. That arrogance, I'll crush it right now, okay? A sudden shift occurred. Keep in mind, this isn't hitting you. I just slightly pushed you. You know the difference, right? I can't understand dialects too well. More importantly, trying to act cool in that pose isn't cool. You managed to rip your trousers. It's now. It's slow. Translator, 6. What just happened? You're the type to hide behind the tanks, right? It looks like you have even less experience in an adult's fight. There's been a lot of problems arising in Korea. Even if you hate it, you have to often contend with another person, even in some cases, having to control your opponent. Unlike beasts, they don't move simply. They calculate the next steps to avoid being contained. A sudden shift in tone occurred. If I had a knife in my hands, it would have been your neck, not your wrist that'll be dealt with. TSK, thanks for the show. It was an amazing match, Hanakawa. Can you deliver my words to everyone? Yes. To deepen our trust with each other, I have something I'd like to offer. With the same rules as just now, how about dueling with us, between the S-rank hunters? It means they want to see our skills. Alright, only if magic and non-combat type hunters that are hard to distinguish, victories are excluded. Let's add some more rules. Other than wrists, touching the back is a win, knocking the opponent over is a win. The match isn't one-on-one, but as a group. So, does the opponent agree? How is this? Whoever falls first, the entire side loses. So well, of course, grabbing only the wrist is favorable to an assassin-type hunter. Sounds good, let's do it like that. Korean side, there's Baek Yoon-ho, Ma Dong-wook, Choi, and In Tae-kyu. These 4 hunters will participate. Who's coming out on the Japanese side? The other 4 are Tanaka, Kinjo, Hoshino, Minoru, Kumamoto, Atsushi, Toeda, Kani. These 4, active around the Yeongnam district, amongst the top 5 guilds. They are not S-rank guild masters, but have the most rank hunters recruited. I guess Goto Ruji will be staying back, a voice observed, a note of curiosity mingling with suspicion. Is he trying to observe us from the sidelines? The question hung in the air, unanswered. In any case, you don't get to see an S-rank hunter's battle every day. It's a good thing that I came, another voice commented, a hint of excitement in its tone. My Dong-wook and Baek Yoon-ho, the first voice continued, analyzing the situation. I can already tell how strong they are, based on the fight from earlier. But that, Baek Yoon-ho, I feel like he still has something up his sleeves. If it's a 4-on-4 battle, my opponent should be that girl, right? I hope they go easy on me, but alright, let's get started. The focus shifted to the first pair. Ma Dong-wook, a voice said, the tone thoughtful. His power is gigantification. He's someone who will most likely enjoy a battle of pure strength. Good, good. A man's gotta be simple like that. Let's see which one of us is stronger. The action was swift and decisive. He's fast, he must be pretty confident in his speed. A voice noted, a hint of awe entering the tone. I'm going to be at a disadvantage if I try to get close to him. Creating distance is my specialty, and so is long-ranged attacks. A magic arrow? TCH, are you a ranger type? Fine. So you're saying you don't want to make this one-on-one? Right. I guess we'll need to wait until Hoshino deals with that guy first. A new voice offered an assessment of the environment. The training facility has been built and fortified using the greatest magic gems out there. Your average hunters wouldn't have been able to make a dent in this room, but these guys were able to make quite a mess in a few seconds. Letting these young ones participate in this battle is quite regretful. Their opponent is the strongest hunter amongst all the S-rank hunters. They all need to be cautious. He won't just grab your arms, he will most likely limit your movement. Came another warning. What a cheap gimmick. Who said I'd be following the rules and only targeting the arms, or the back? It's all about survival of the fittest. A sudden shift in the atmosphere was evident. I definitely felt a spike in power, but why did he back off? Did he get startled? Ugh, I got nervous again. So I guess I'm really not cut out to be a hunter. The disappointment was palpable in the tone. The observer offered an analysis of the situation. I believe his name was Kamamoto. I'm not sure if he's a genius in decision-making, or if he's just he is not very aggressive. A new understanding emerged. Then the power from that time. Was I mistaken? So it seems. Goto wants to test our skill levels by using this guy. I hope he's prepared for what's to come. Then, if you're going to treat me like a test subject, just a little, I'll get a little bit serious, huh? His eyes changed. He's terrifying. I don't want to be here. You're way more of a cautious person than I thought. Shame. Your ReAwakening should have put you as one of the top amongst all the S-rank hunters. My God, they are all forces of nature. My fight from earlier is pretty much kid's play compared to these guys. That's not true, Hyinte. It was pretty substantial as well. The focus shifted back to the arena. I guess it's my win when it comes down to strength, haha. I can't believe I got pushed to the ground. This is a first. Why? I can assume that this is my win, right? Who's next? A new challenge emerged. You guys think that facing me is easier than facing Chahane? You're looking down on me. A detailed analysis was offered. No, I can't seem to find any patterns. Why? I thought she would just be fast, but that's not the case at all. Chahane's nickname was the Dancer. She was given that nickname due to her nimble moves that were similar to dance moves as she quickly took down her opponents. But, due to her embarrassment, her guild leader had prohibited the use of that nickname. Because of this, not many know about it. Touch. I need to hurry and help Hunter Baek Yoon-ho. I'm sure I can just leave those two alone. I'll take care of this girl instead. A sudden burst of power altered the dynamic of the fight. Huh? What was that just now? It looked like a Gatling gun. How many fists did she just send right there? 10? No, probably closer to 14. Being bombarded with that amount of fists in that short span of time, he won't be able to block that. Ah, shoot, I went a little overboard. Kumamoto is agitated now. A warning was issued. When that guy gets agitated, his personality completely changes. He doesn't remember anything after the fight is over. It's not that his personality changes, he just loses all constraint. That personality of his isn't meant for competitions. It's possible that not only might he start disregarding the rules, but he might also take on his own teammates as well. At least he can handle B-rank gates on his own, but if he doesn't participate in subduing the A-rank gates, then there was no point in him reawakening as an S-rank hunter. If anyone on the Korean team is about to get seriously overwhelmed, then please stop him immediately. I'm only trying to test them. A decision was reached. If you think we need to stop him, it's probably best to stop him now. I don't think we can afford to even compensate them for the damage that's to come. The action was relentless. He's fast, a voice noted. It's just a competition, but your intensity is a little too much. I hope you don't mind me stepping in, you? The narrative shifted again. That's Hanakawa. Are you absolutely certain that man is a mage-type hunter? Yes, or well, that's what the official sources say. I think it's best if you find out for yourself instead. Hunter Choi, Han. I think it's best that we consider that the Korean team has concluded this competition. The final move was made. Okay, it seems Hunter Baek Yoon-ho is down as well. If I had to be honest, the difference in our skill level was quite big. Even if I transformed, it wouldn't have made a difference. Mr. Hunter, there is a message that Goto-san wants to tell you. You said your name was Sung Jin-Woo, correct? Would it be all right if we had a one-on-one? You said your name was Sung Jin-Woo, correct? Would it be all right if we had a one-on-one fight? The challenge hung in the air, thick with anticipation. The aura that he is giving off, a voice noted. I can tell what he is getting at, even without a translator. So he wants to see for himself how strong I am. Another voice chimed in. I'm not sure what his true intentions are, but it's not a bad chance for me to test out how much stronger I got from the demon castle. A moment of quiet reflection followed. He's smiling at me. Am I getting a challenge from Goto-san? Hunter Sung Jin-Woo has accepted your challenge, came the relay. However, he said under one condition. A question arose. What is it he said? He will only engage if Goto-san fights at his full strength. Disbelief colored the tone. Is this kid being serious right now? Huh? What's going on right now? Interesting, another voice said. Since we have our S-rank healer, Shimizu, nobody will get seriously impacted. Fine by me. Shimizu, make sure to take care of the discomfort, and that one as well. So, he's the infamous Tint Hunter. I can tell he's quite strong. I can't believe he's having a match with Goto Ruja. Will everything be okay? But he was able to handle an A-rank dungeon boss and 100 high orcs by himself. Are you doing all right despite being around all of these hunters? Came a concerned question. Well, it's not like I can just cover my nose all the time, came the reply. When we get to Jeju Island also, you said you were an acquaintance of Sung Jin-Woo. That's correct. Then shouldn't you be stopping this match? I mean, that would be the normal response. Since he is that go-to, then why aren't you? My reasoning is the same as yours. Don't you strangely get excited for this match? If Sung Jin-Woo is someone who has the power to continuously get stronger, then it's possible that he's even stronger than the last time I met him, alright? Then, let's get started. The challenge was accepted, and the action began. He attacked before I even finished talking, came the surprise statement. Did I miss you telling me he's a mage-type hunter? Bullshit. Those nimble and soundless moves. Even if you can, Mislead everyone else? You still can't mislead me. I will reveal more secrets from you. This won't end until I reveal everything that you are hiding. He's definitely different from the other S-rank hunters. He's extremely strong. But his attacks are something that I can't avoid. You're smiling again. Shouldn't we be stopping this match? Another voice interjected. It seems Goto-san is planning to take this match seriously, came the reply. Those are some substantial attacks, but they are nearly too fast for me to track with my eyes. But Hunter Sung Jin-Woo is holding on pretty well. There aren't many who can dodge that many blows thrown from the best hunter of Japan. Hunter Sung Jin-Woo isn't holding on. Even amongst the unending attacks released by Goto, he's continuously taunting him to throw even more. Something interesting happened while I went for a smoke break, a voice observed. You can dodge even this? Was that by luck? If I don't use my full strength, it seems I might not be able to control this match. I'll change my mind. I'll just... Warning, a voice interrupted. You sense someone with immense intensity in close proximity. Intensity. The action continued with mounting tension. If I mess around for too long, I'll get that emergency quest, like the time I challenged Hwang Dong-suk and Kim Tai-sik. If I was any slower, then I would have been impacted there. What is this insane strength? He could have also grabbed my wrist, but he chose to grab my hand instead. You think you can play around with me? I'm not sure what you are saying right now, but the match is over if I grabbed your wrist. Even you wouldn't want to end our match this way, right? Let's stop this match now, a voice declared, a touch of urgency present. That person is the one who has to lead the Japanese hunters in a few days. We won't be able to take responsibility if he gets affected here. Since this fight is getting out of hand, let us end our practice match for the day. Oh, okay. Am I interfering when I shouldn't? No, it's fine, ho-ho. Not only were you able to hold your ground against that Goto, but you were able to leave a scratch on his cheek as well. You're quite an interesting fellow, aho. Your body is quite hard. What an incredible physique you have. My guild is full of magic users that we are lacking pretty heavily on physical fighters. Young Master Sung, if you don't have a guild, why don't you come join ours? Master Ma, Sung Jin-Woo is a mage-type hunter. Huh, I went a little overboard, a voice acknowledged. I now know the strength of all the hunters here. Also, I was able to find out something. Go Gun-hee, Choi Jong-in, Cha Hain, Baek Yun-ho, and Goto Ruji, even though they are S-rank hunters, they weren't able to detect my soldiers that were hidden inside the shadows. I'm surprised that even Goto Ruji wasn't able to sense anything. Committee Leader Go Gun-hee, yes, Hunter Sung Jin-Woo, you asked about whether or not I will participate in the raid on Jeju Island, correct? The narrative paused, poised on the brink of a critical decision. Goto-san, is it really possible to be double awakened and to have limitless growth? A voice pondered, a mix of curiosity and ambition in its tone. I wonder how much he's worth trying to recruit. Hunter Sung Jin-Woo is elusive, however there are multiple ways to connect with him. It's time to initiate Plan B. The speaker's intentions were clear, even if the details remained hidden. The scene shifted to preparations for a major operation. A list of people for the Jeju Island raid. 4 days after, the speaker's tone was laced with anticipation. Where is Hunter Sung Jin-Woo? A new voice asked, a note of impatience present. Tsukamoto-san, came a reply, the voice smooth and reassuring. There are other strong hunters in South Korea. A brief pause then, but they would still be more restrained than you. Tsukamoto Razor, S-rank Draw Sword Guild, Sub-Guild Master? Huh? I wouldn't be so sure about that. And that hunter's name is Sung Jin-Woo. He's a hunter who recently reawakened and became an S-rank in Korea. Strange. The speaker paused again. His name is not on the list. Disbelief entered the tone. Huh, what do you mean his name is not on the list? Ah, my apologies. I must have misspoken. I looked at the list of the South Korean hunters that will attend the raid. Choi Jong-in, Ma Dong-wook, Baek Yun-ho, Cha Hae-in, and Taekyu, and Min Byung-gu. These 6 people will attend the raid 4 days later. A sense of unease was building. No way. There's no way Chief Go-gun would leave out a skilled S-rank hunter in this raid. The speaker's voice was laced with skepticism. Well, no matter, there are already 16 S-rank hunters attending this raid. There shouldn't be any problem. I was overthinking things. I'll contact you during the raid, All right, Hamilton. Big knockdown. We must neutralize this island. There is no food. Children are distressed. There is no more food for our kingdom's citizens. This cannot go on. I need stronger soldiers. I need the ultimate soldiers to lead my people. For the kingdom, we will make them fear us. We will make them fear us. We must become stronger. The words were spoken with a mix of desperation and zeal. The scene shifted again, this time to a personal space. It became a mess while I was in the demon castle. Shahia, it has been a long time. Let's clean it up together, shall we? This house is rather old now, isn't it? A voice remarked. There are stains everywhere around the house. We've lived here ever since we were babies, so it makes sense. A moment's pause, then, hey, Jinwoo, maybe while I was asleep, did you hear anything about your past? Nothing. If I told her that I was being a hunter just like that, what would Mother say? Even though I made enough money that normal people would never dream about, Mom is still looking for Dad. In case Father comes here by chance, in this family. No, Mom needs me. The focus shifted back to the upcoming raid. The Jeju Island raid, the raid at which the ants are evolving, is terrifying. Mutants being born and taking over their predecessors. That's what we call evolution. What you are seeing right now is the ants in the first and the second raid. When it first appeared, it crawled on the ground. If you look at it from the outside, it just looks like a massive ant. However, this image was taken during the third raid. The ants are like humans and are able to walk on 2 legs and have a smaller head, meaning that they are more agile. They were able to use the 4 extra limbs like hands. This change happened in just 2 years, and this is the most recent, where it caused chaos in Japan, where it looks even more like a human and has wings on their back. That thing is able to fly. Yes, as you say. That's one of the reasons why the Korean hunters have joined this fight. A normal hunter would want to run away, even if he had all his limbs. However, there are hunters who joined, even though they had previously quit the hunter's life. But why isn't the hunter Sung Jin-Woo in the list of the hunters that will go to the raid? Would he even go anywhere just because he became an S rank once? An E rank, always an E rank. I bet he ran away with his pants wet. Even the previously retired Min Byung-gu joined, but Sung Jin-Woo, would he even want to do it even if he was an S rank? I bet he was embarrassed. I don't care about hate comments of people, but I wonder how will Jin react. Ah, isn't that person Hunter Sung Jin-Woo? Hi, young Min, it's me, Eugene Ho. Ah, Jin Ho. Are you still living in a motel? Nope, I just got a new place recently. I contacted Mother, and she gave me this place. Ah, hi Young. I put something in the office. Would you like to see it? Office? We need an office if we want to make a guild. How is it? Home? I chose a place not too far from your home. Isn't it too large for the 2 of us? What do you mean, guild master? Sub-guild master, and our employee. We need 3 people to make a guild. Kian Min? Then we need to hire 1 more person. There is a hunter I know that will fill the place. Me? Ah, there was a person who wanted to meet you. Who is it? He was a foreigner who spoke English, and he said to contact him as soon as possible as he stays until September 17th. A foreigner who speaks English. Who is it? Oh, wait. The scene shifted again, becoming more ominous. What happened, hi? I'm Nan. I need to visit home. If you make a noise, you know what I will do. You know how many people have been impacted here, right? I'll please. That's why I like this neighborhood. Yeah, I also like this neighborhood. I'm just curious. Why are you doing this? Why are you gonna give me a lecture? Reason? Well, if I had one, because it's fun. It's so different when I see someone weaker than me. I just wanna understand. A pause then, but once you do it, it's hard to go back to a normal life. Ah, I hope I can get back home before it gets too dark. The tone was almost whimsical, yet laced with underlying threat. Turn yourself in before midnight if you want to live. Eliminate him if he doesn't turn himself in before 12 a.m. I hope you don't experience any difficulties before that time. A sense of dread filled the air. Tomorrow is finally the day Jeju Island raid starts. The narrative shifted the next day. The helicopter that held the hunters flew to Jeju Island. A final comment closed the scene. That moment, that feeling was strange. I guess I really did become too sensitive. Coast of China, coast of Taiwan, near the coast of Jeju Island, a voice stated, its tone calm yet authoritative. 2 KDX, 1 destroyers, 2 KDX, 4 destroyers, 4 DTH, 975 destroyers, 1 DTH, 971 destroyer, and 12 frigates were all deployed near the north side of Jeju Island. The meticulous details conveyed a sense of both scale and impending confrontation. Another voice, tinged with apprehension, broke through the calm. Steel your nerves. If you don't, the ants can most likely sense your fear and will seek you out first. A note of warning accompanied the statement. Hey Nim, will this even apply to us? Came the doubtful reply. You never know, Inte, the first voice responded. Besides, it's our style to always be prepared for any given situation. We'll make sure to control any ants that fly towards us. The speaker's confidence was palpable. Ah, as expected of our Heian. Another voice chimed in, laced with admiration. I, young Yunte, shall follow wherever you go. Then I'll leave the rear defense to you guys, came another response, a tone of resignation evident. What else am I supposed to do? People who are in charge of defense are people who are on standby. There's probably nothing for me to do today. Well, since everyone from the guild is here, as the vice guild master, you can have everyone do some combat training. A new voice, laced with skepticism, responded. And how am I supposed to do that? I'm only the vice guild master by name. The guild was only able to get this big thanks to you. You were the one who took care of the inner and outer workings of the guild as well. Since I'm pretty lousy at management in the first place, I know it's a bit over the top if I say it, but please return back home safely, Fame. A change in perspective emerged. Huh? What are you thinking? Why would you put Min Byung-gu there? It's possible the ants could target that spot, so put him to the rear as much as possible. Do you not know how much that kid is worth? What? It's too late to change where he goes, then tell him to hide and stay hidden as much as possible. Another voice chimed in. The scene shifted to preparations. Meanwhile, hunters from each guild were requested by the Hunter Association to prepare themselves towards the south of Korea. Good. I can earn some merit here, Reapers. A note of anticipation was evident in the tone. The speaker continued. That was because even if the raid was successful, they did not want any surviving ants to infiltrate and overwhelm the mainland hunters. Each defense force consisted of a B-rank hunter who will lead 3 C-rank hunters and 10+ D-rank hunters. White Tiger's force brought you here. B-rank Song Kale, C-rank. They were retired hunters and even those who received awakenings but decided not to become a hunter, and in total there were 5,000 of them. They were only a tenth of all the people who had an awakened ability in the entire country. The scene shifted again. I'm the cameraman from the official Hunters Reporting Center. Just like the name implies, I'm someone who specializes in filming hunters. This raid will be broadcast live on TV. You also won't have to worry too much about errors, since the broadcast will have a 10-minute delay. The editing team can cut those parts out, for why I can't believe a cameraman is deployed to a dangerous place like this. What is Chairman Go-Gun he thinking? A new voice offered a reply. Well, it's our duty to protect people as hunters, but you know, Mr. Cameraman, you need to understand that your life is in your own hands. Yep, don't worry about it. I may look like this, but I'm an A-rank hunter. Some hunters may have their hunter's license, but end up finding that they are not suited for running raids and instead choose to find a different purpose in life. The cameraman with the A-rank hunter's license was one of those people. Being a hunter is my side job. This won't be the first time that I'm filming something from dangerous circumstances. I've gotten into many challenging situations when I was filming in dungeons, although no situation can probably compare to the place we are going right now. Don't be too troubled, came a reassuring voice. The reason why the chairman of the Hunters Association even allowed you to come to this place was because he is certain his plan will succeed. Thank you for your reassurance. No worries, this will most likely be the first time normal people can watch an S-rank raid, as well as their last time. On top of all that, after the third failure, people have been wanting retribution on Jeju. Let's make sure to accomplish that this time. More specifically, if we were to be overwhelmed this time, it might signal the end of Korea. People are in dire need of a hero right now. However, I'm surprised you even came, Min Byung-gu. It's because I know that you will most likely be the first one to feel the pressure if I wasn't there to help you recover. You're the type to just rush in headfirst. Yo, why the hell would I just run in headfirst? The focus shifted to a new development. Ah, Guild Master Bark, have you got in contact with Sung Jin-Woo? 10th? No. But why do you ask? It's nothing. It's finally going to start. The scene shifted to the island itself. Is this the upper district of Jeju? It's no different from a ghost town. These carcasses, did they start to engage with each other? There must be a predator amongst them. This is Alpha. Respond in order. Bravo over Omicron. Charlie over D. Delta over everyone. Release it now. The orders were given with a sense of authority. The attack began with a surge of raw power. What an enormous magical energy, a voice noted. A mix of awe and apprehension in its tone. The Japanese must have started their attack. Allow me to take care of them, came another declaration. A mix of confidence and anticipation. No, it's really not that impressive, a voice noted. The speaker's analysis clinical. That amount of flames will do nothing to them. The helicopter may shake quite a bit, so make sure to hold on tight. The ants have evolved quite a bit. They are much different from last time. They seem to have a similar resistance to the ones in A-rank dungeons. I have to make sure to focus quite a bit on my flames. I will first scope out how strong these guys are. Wait a second. Master Choi. Will Master Choi be okay? I'm sure he'll be fine. After all, his magic thrives the most when he has to face more than one opponent. This will be my first time in a while since I've last engaged with ants. Back when I was a kid, I would use a lighter to impact you. Every time I did this, they would make these loud noises. Now, the only noises I hear are loud explosions. It's safe for you guys to come down now. Haha. The plan we are following right now can become much like our previous attempts. We could end up stranded inside the ants' tunnels and perish. The Japanese hunters can only pull their attention for about 1 hour. Within that time frame, we must go and eliminate the queen to keep it short. Just be prepared for anything. If it's us, there won't be any issue. Let's get going.